Hello, Jabari. This is my my semester final portfolio thingy. Now I'm about to go through my slides, and yeah. So I hope that I can get this to 5 minutes. So who am I? You know who I am. I had class with you, but my name is Jonathan. I'm 17 years old and a freshman at the University of South Carolina. I just moved here from Corpus Christi, Texas about a year ago. And I made Columbia, South Carolina my home. We moved here because we wanted to be closer to my family. Pretty much all my family lives here. And after my mom retired from the military, she wanted to be closer to them. My family, we've always been Gamecocks at heart. I chose South Carolina because of how close it was to my house and because it had good programs for what I wanted to go into. So it was a great opportunity whenever I got accepted, so I just decided to go with it. It was the only school I applied to anyway, so transitioning, I didn't live in a dorm, so I didn't really have to go through the whole living transition thing that the assignment asked us about, but I know that living with my parents during the semester was very helpful because of how confusing things can be. So they were there to help me, which was great because I'm not too sure that the people from my dorms would have been as helpful as my parents were. So my first thoughts to the campus were, how am I ever going to figure my way around here? And the first few weeks, that was like my thought every time that I went onto it. So it didn't really change that much. But after a while, I figured out where Gambriel Hall was, which was where all my classes were. So I didn't really need to worry about going anywhere else besides Thomas Cooper to study. So whenever I did get lost, I had a map on my phone that Miss Kennedy showed us. And I used that whenever I couldn't find whatever I was looking for. Specifically the School of Music. Whenever I started guitar class, I couldn't find that until I used the map. So, next. So, academic strategies. College is so much more different than high school. You get so much more work, and then you're expected to learn a lot of it by yourself. The teachers sometimes don't help you that much. Not like you, Jabari, you help us all the time, but the due dates are super far away most of the time, so it's super easy to procrastinate whenever you're like, oh, that due date is the 11th at 5 p.m. That means I'll wake up at 11 a.m. and do the assignment and then turn it in like I'm doing right now. So I used this method called the 5-minute rule. So you set a timer for 5 minutes. We learned this in your class, actually. You set a timer for 5 minutes and you do as much work as you can in that time. And once the alarm goes off, you likely want to continue because you're already on a roll, so why stop now? So it kind of tricks your brain into like starting because you only think that you have 5 minutes, and then yeah, so that really helps with procrastination, and that'll probably help future freshmen. So discovering Carolina, like I said in the first slide, I have been raised in a Gamecock family pretty much. My dad's a diehard Gamecock, and he was super excited for me when I found out that I got accepted into the school. He is pretty much addicted to the football. Even though we aren't very good, he watches every single game. My favorite thing about USC is how close it is to where all my other family is, so I don't have to travel 6 hours from anywhere to go see my family because they're all about 2 hours away. So it's nice to be able to go up there and see them for the weekend and then come back for classes that are on Monday. my plans for next semester. So, over the course of this semester, I learned that procrastination is a lot more prevalent than it used to be, specifically because of the due dates. So I'm probably gonna be better at putting my phone away to do my assignments and things like that. If I could give one piece of advice to incoming freshmen, it would be learn to put your phone away, because it just makes things so much easier whenever it's not going off in your pocket over and over again about who's texting you and who's liking your post. So it makes it so much easier to just get your stuff done. So yeah, that's my last slide. And yep.